Roses are red, violets are blue. My hair's never been this long. But here's X-Fighters Beyond, Chapter 2. Indeed, the time has come for yet another Patreon announcement, but this one you won't want to miss. Reason is X-Fighters Beyond Chapter 2 is out now publicly, for free, for everyone, over on Patreon, and that means you should totally click the link below to check it out. You don't have to pay anything, you don't have to subscribe, you don't even have to support me, other than opening the link, checking out the PDF, and reading the chapter. The reason I'm making Chapter 2 public and not Chapter 1 is because Chapter 1 dives into the events right after Season 3, which means it's chock full of spoilers. You'll know exactly what happened at the end of Season 3. It's the aftermath and everything, so it makes no sense to release that one publicly. However, for Chapter 2, we're diving into the Dragon War arc, which is completely new. It's standalone, which means even someone who hasn't been following the series for the past 7 or so years can still enjoy it without needing to catch up on a ton of material. It's amazing, I really like it, and if you've ever liked the writing from any of my past seasons, you will love, most likely, X-Fighters Beyond, because the writing is so much better. The Dragon War arc is especially good. In my opinion, it's the best arc so far. It has nothing to do with Ninjago, except maybe 2 paragraphs in the beginning. The only spoiler I can give you is that Wu is indeed alive. That doesn't mean he's dead, that doesn't mean everybody else is dead, that doesn't mean anything, that just means he appears in the chapter and nobody else does. The Dragon War arc is going to dive into some of the events from the Dragon's Eye drug that was created well over 50 years ago. So I'll be diving back into the past, getting the origins of the series, the origins to many characters, the origins to practically everything, and that's why you don't need any previous knowledge. So there's no need for any. This is the previous knowledge. This is everything. This is where everything stems from. It's the root. It's great. And it's going to be a lot more tactical. The writing is psychological at times even. It's around 17 pages of standard manuscript format, including 1.5 to 2 pages of drawings. It's pretty bulky. Chapter 1's also already out. You can pay for that one $5 a month on the Patreon, but beware as that one does have spoilers. The upcoming chapters will also be on Patreon starting from now as well. I will be writing those along the way, but those will not be made public. So if you really enjoy what you're reading and you want to support me personally, I highly recommend the Patreon page. I'll only keep making it better. The first tier, the MeaFamily Tier, for a single $1 per month, it's not much. You just get my gratitude, which means a lot. I very much appreciate if you can support with even just $1. It will go a long way. Patreon only takes 5%, so you can be guaranteed that most of the money you have or that you want to support with will go towards me directly. Unlike Twitch or some other platforms, Patreon is very direct. For $2 per month, you'll be able to support the Green Tea Drink tier. This will allow you to have exclusive access to videos, images, and live streams. Live streams, we're still trying to debate what will happen. Once I have a couple more Patreon followers, maybe it'll help. Thinking of watching some shows along with people, or just animation live streams, voice acting live streams. There's a lot of cool content I can do, and some of the videos already include some previously posted BTS and some images from Season 3. You get access to poll voting and the feed as well, just like in the $1 tier. Now let's hop into the meat of the Patreon page. For $5 per month, you can join the C.MeaX tier, and that is definitely the one that I recommend supporting. If you want more content, of course, there's a ton of stuff you can get for it. You will get access to all the new X-Fighters Beyond chapters as they come out, which is going to include the Dragon War arc, the Revenant arc, and everything beyond that, and that's why it's called Beyond, because X-Fighters Season 3 will be my final animated season of X-Fighters. Everything is moving over to writing afterwards, but I can assure you that the writing is going to be better, and you might even get more through the writing than through the animations just because of the format. There's a lot more flexibility, and my creative freedom is off the charts. It's through the roof. It's amazing. I can do whatever I want. I'm not restricted in any way. You also get your name in the credits of all X Fighters Season 3 videos, so for the time that you're supporting, I will be putting your name in the credits of the episodes that come out during that time. You're also going to get access to all the scripts that I use, unedited, raw, completely filled with potential mistakes, maybe a couple, some words that are missing, some lines that were altered in the editing process or whatever. So I won't be changing anything, it's just what I used to make the animation. That'll be posted there, so you can take a look at it, see how I animate, see how I script, see how I plan out scenes. Spoiler alert, I rarely plan out scenes too much, there's a lot of improv. And you get all the previous rewards as well, and it's quite possible that I'll add more rewards in the future. I don't know, but I do want to make it worth it. I don't want to scam you guys, of course. I'm not here to ask for money. My financial situation is up there on Patreon. There's a pretty lengthy post, the About Me, tells you everything there is to know. I don't spend anything. I really am living on the bare minimum expenses, but I'm enjoying my life that way, and I like to do the creative content. I know a lot of people, when they start their Patreon pages, their first goal is full self-sufficiency at $600 per month, or $2,000 per month, or it's some massive tier that's unachievable. Here, what I want, or what I would hope for, is very, very simple. It's the same goal, self-sufficiency, but you know how much that's going to cost for me? $20 a month, not $600, not $2,000. I already have 5. So we're 25% of the way there. If we can get to $20 a month, I will be able to afford the Epidemic sound license for all the music that I use in X Fighters, and there's going to be a bit of leftover buffer income for some props, some other projects, and whatever that I can just put into the pool for creative content over time. So $20 a month is not too much, and it doesn't have to come from a single person. That's the total amount per month. And with that, my channel is going to go positive again. I won't be running into the negatives. It's a very simple goal. That's what I would want. And that would actually change my life for the better. And it would allow me to focus more on creative content. It's a small amount, but it does make a big difference. My second and current last goal is $35 a month. That would allow me to run my own website, pay all the website fees and all that, and have all my projects on the website. It's a big hub. If anything happens to YouTube, if anything happens to any of my social media, everything should be on there. There might be a community tab where people can interact with each other, a discussion tab, and that would be really good. I'll see what I can do in the future. It just opens the door for potential merch or anything in the far future. I'm not trying to do any of that anytime soon, but a website just adds so much more stability. The 2 goals are relatively doable. It'd be really cool if we could reach them. But any help is appreciated. $1 a month will go a long, long way. And if you can support with 2, or even 5, that would help a ton. Now with 5, you get X Fighters Beyond, you get the scripts, you get a lot more. It's worth it in my opinion, and I highly recommend X Fighters Beyond. But again, I'll leave that up to you guys. The link is below, check it out. Chapter 2 is out, for free, please read it. And please, 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 tell me what you think. That will help a lot. And if you want some more, there will be more on Patreon. But if not, you can stay tuned because X Fighters Season 3 is going to come out. And if you just want to support me for my content, and don't have any dollar, or aren't in a financial position to donate, or support at all, please go read Chapter 2. Let me know your thoughts. It'll help a lot. And yep, Yuki's still alive, even after 7.5 years.